another big box TLV, but it's not a Ferrari, but it might as well be. It's one of my favorite Japanese cars of all time. Might actually be my absolute favorite Japanese car of all time, and this is the NSX. The first generation NSX, and specifically the NA1 generation NSX, with the pop-up headlights. I think this looks nicer. So this is, again, a relatively new TLV release. It came out this year in 2021. And I was very excited because, again, it's the NSX. And if there hasn't been that many True 164 NSX NA1s. Well, first generation NSX released in general. There's ignition models, but those are expensive. And I'm gonna talk about whether they're really better than this or not. I'm thinking no. The other alternative would be what is it, NO64, but NO64 is the NA2 version, and I bought one. It's really good for the most part. It's not perfectly finished. Again, we'll see on this TLV NSX. But the first two colors were in red and silver, and honestly, I think silver is actually the better color for it. I think the grain just looks so cool. But I got this red one because it's the as you might know, I'm a Formula One fan, and obviously Ayrton Senna kind of worked on the car a little bit for the final stages for Honda, because, well, he was with McLaren and Honda loved him. So he was doing this for Honda, and obviously the iconic car that he drove was red. That's why I got it. But still, red is still a great color. It might not be as great as a silver one or a white one if they ever decide to release one, because that's the iconic Honda colors, right? But yeah, this is really, really cool. I'm gonna start with the side mirrors because after what happened to the Testarossa, this, again, you can see it might be a separate piece. Yeah, I think it is a separate piece, even though it is sorry about the focusing. Even it is attached to the side of the car of the body itself. It is a separate piece, so I think it's a danger that it might fall off, so I'm gonna be very careful when I put it back in the kit. But, like, I guess the difference between the NSX, the F40, and the Testarossa is the Testarosa's mirrors are so long. It gives so much leverage if you want to loosen it, while the NSX and the F40 don't really offer anyone the chance to do it. I'm still salty about it. If you can't tell, the front, I guess, the empty license plate holder, as almost with every TLV car. The front lights under here are lensed. Above here it's not, but it actually has several colors, so it's a little bit textured. If you look at the ignition model, it is actually all one flat orange color, so I think this is still superior. Would have been much nicer for it to be lensed, especially in this price point, but it's okay. Windscreen wipers, all the normal stuff. You can see the interior is very good, but there's no color, there's no painting inside, so you can't see too much. You can see the hinges a little bit too large, similar to the Testarossa. It's different from the way the TLV works, but it's alright. And unlike the Testarossa, which has its hinge in red, the hinge is in clear plastic, so it's a little less noticeable, so that's nice. The NSX back of the car is also very good, very well done, in transparent red. The lights are lens, that's nice. More license holder, and you can see the engine. You can see the exhaust details at the bottom. It's actually in silver, which is pretty cool. So they went a little bit further than they probably needed to, and I very much appreciate it. But none of it is the main focus of this, right? If you've known about this car or this model, you know what's coming up next. So the TLV NSX gives you a special tool, a pick, and you use it to pick at here. 1 layer, 2 layers, and it doesn't really show well on camera because it is tiny, but you can see the engine details, and it's really cool. I don't think that's, like, absolutely needed. It's nice that they did it. It's more like a show-off thing than like a real display thing, but it's nice they did, right? And with this little trick, they can charge you like an extra $10. But I can't complain despite my cynical tendencies. I can't complain. It's such a gorgeous car. Yeah, it's just it really is just lovely. And you can look at the 5 spokes on the car. It's just great. And this one, alongside the Testarossa, have suspension. The F40 does not. Just beautiful. And you can see the Honda logo on the center of the rim as well. Just a gorgeous car in general, in real life, and it's a gorgeous car that TLV has very much successfully replicated. Yeah, so I think this is an incredible car to get, incredible model to have if you have, well, if you have the means. So that's definitely a recommendation for me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.